A big 2 thumbs up for how well our first ever transfer learning model is going. But let's now jump into here. We're going to jump into PyTorch Transfer Learning V2 for now, but just so you're aware, this will probably not be V2 by the time you watch it. You can just go to PyTorch Transfer Learning. And if we scroll down here, we've got the main takeaways. So we've kind of hashed over this stuff already, and you've seen it in practice, which is more important. But transfer learning often allows you to get good results with a relatively small amount of custom data. And knowing the power of transfer learning, it's now a good idea to ask at the start of every problem, does an existing well-performing model exist for my current problem? And recall that we went through a few places to get pre-trained models. You can have a look at those here. Then if we go back, when using a pre-trained model, you have to ensure that your custom data is formatted and processed. We did that using transforms in the same way that the original model was trained on. Otherwise, you may get degraded performance. And the same thing goes for when predicting on custom data. So we saw how we had to write a big function to format our own custom data when making predictions for the model. And we rehashed on this. There are several different places to find pre-trained models. So a big takeaway from this is when you're starting a new machine learning problem, if you want to leverage the power of transfer learning, ask yourself the question, does an existing well-performing model exist for my problem? So to practice everything we've learned, I've set out some exercises. I'm going to delete that and just copy this one in here, because by the time you watch this, it'll be PyTorch Transfer Learning, not V2. So let's create a heading here. Exercises. See exercises and extra curriculum to practice what you've learned here. So that'll be in the book version of the course, PyTorch Transfer Learning /exercises. And we've got some options here. I'm not going to go through them all. That will be for you to explore. There's also some extra curriculum to look up some things that we've mentioned in this section, but haven't necessarily gone through. And if you want an exercise template, there's also solutions notebook, and there is also a video walkthrough of the solutions on YouTube. So I'm just going to pause that, of me going through the exercises myself. Here's a solutions notebook. You can see that on PyTorch Deep Learning Extra Solutions. And here's a template that you could start with this and fill in the code here. So you'll have some to-dos and to-do. That's for you to fill out. I've only put in the boilerplate code here that we've covered a fair few times. To do. Beautiful. But this will be under PyTorch Deep Learning Extras Exercises. You can find that there. Otherwise, the links are at the bottom of the book version of the course. But thank you so much for following along with the transfer learning, my favorite topic. Let's now go into the next one. Number 7, PyTorch experiment tracking, but no spoilers. I'll see you there.